horse, Manikato was a suburban horse. He ran with the confidence of a win, so the Chestnut's first start was on the provincial circuit at Cranbourne, on the edge of South Gippsland. John Russell called the race.
And as they round the turn, Manikato has moved up very quickly on the inside to take the lead. He's clear of Nace. A long gap further back is Mimtaz, followed by Surface, and well back to Son of Hayes. But Manikato is travelling like a winner. He's well clear of Nace halfway down the running. He's got it all parcelled up, and he's run up for the big raps about him. Manikato is coming away for a great win. Manikato, 6 lengths to Nace, 2 lengths away in third place.
Yet Manikato was back at Flemington.
Manikato just in front of the 400. Turf Rule is the danger. It's moved up very quickly to tackle it, but Manikato's responding and drew a half length in front. Outpaced third under the whip, and they've cleared away from Chef Special, but Manikato's too good for them. Starting to draw away now, drifting off the track, but will win it well. Manikato scored by a length and a quarter. Close for the Miners.
He went into the Blue Diamond, and Bond was just a little bit apprehensive about him being lucky enough to win a Blue Diamond. I think he was, that worried him more than the horse's ability.
It was quite funny. I walked out and I said, look, I think he's a good thing. And he was 12 to 1, I think. Boy, I'd love to be able to line him up and get 12 to 1 these days on him.
Racing now. And out wide, Shannara, Tool and High began well with Bold Gemini. Manikato and Pacifica got away nicely in the centre, and Valley of Georgia hard ridden with Royal Namnan near the rails. Fearless Duke. Silver Vein showing a lot of speed to go up in a handy position. Caledonian Planet's about third last, and Ambassadora back with it. At the 800 metre mark now, and there's a fall. Fearless Duke's lost his rider. And the leader now, Tool and High, about a length in front here of Manikato. Third is Rumpus Room, fourth Pacifica. Then Shannara the outside from Caraman. Turf Ruler a length further back is Silver Vein. Then just landed Ambassadora, making some ground from Bold Gemini on the outside. 2 lengths further back, Valley of Georgia, and then came behind them Caledonian Planet, and back with it is Prunella and Well Clear. On the turn, Tool and High joined by Manikato, 2 lengths to Turf Ruler. Pacifica ran right off the track, then Rumpus Room, Ambassadora running on. In the straight, however, and Manikato took the lead from Tool and High there, well clear of Ambassadora. Then Rumpus Room just landed, Turf Ruler and Caraman and Shannara, but Manikato in front, and it's got it well 100 metres to go. Manikato's going on to win by more than 2 lengths to Tool and High. 4 lengths away third, Ambassadora. 4 lengths to Caraman fourth. Then Turf Ruler just landed, Bold Gemini.
And then Bonnie, as I say, at this stage, I hadn't realised. He sort of, hadn't taken us away, and he said, I think we'll stay here. I said, stay here? I said, we're going to go for the Golden Slipper. As I say, Bonnie took a bit of...
Inventive began quickly, and so did Shady Walk and the photographer. Jewel Flight up there with them, and so too is Peeping. Spanish Yacht improving rapidly between horses, followed by Smoky Jack and then Bold Acadian. Tool and High is well back with Gold Mosaic, and Jubilee Walk is a mile out of the ground early. What a Find is well back, second last at that stage, and Justice Steel whipped them in. Onto the course proper, 700 to go. Black Opaque the leader, and the pace is a cracker. A half on Manikato, about 4 to Jewel Flight on the outside of Inventive. Another 2.5 to Peeping, and then Shady Walk, followed by Bold Acadian. Then Sweet Rebound and Smoky Jack from Spanish Yacht. Well back, Jubilee Walk, and Gold Mosaic has pulled to the extreme outside. In the straight, 300 to go, and Manikato moved up to take the lead from Black Opaque. The Victorian Manikato raced clear of Black Opaque at the 200. About 3 lengths away, Jewel Flight under the whip. Smoky Jack is running home well. The others are struggling, but Manikato is clear, and it's a Victorian Golden Slipper. He's stopping quickly. Smoky Jack is flying home, but too late, and Manikato won the slipper. Beat Smoky Jack, third Jewel Flight, fourth Jubilee Walk. Then Black Opaque.
Jewel Flight. He was a phenomenal performance. He didn't have much going for him, and he just burst through them, and he made them look second rate.
The Golden Slipper is one of Australia's newer races, not to mention being one of the richest. Sadly, though, few slipper winners seem to go on. Well, Manikato did. He was a champion for another 5 seasons. The horses race, the Ascot Vale at Flemington.
Lining into the Ascot Vale Stakes, people kept coming telling me how great Grey Sapphire was and how great the judge was. And my reply was that there's only ever one champion comes out in any 1 year, and that champion's Manikato. Therefore, he'll beat the judge and Grey Sapphire. And fortunately for me, Manikato was able to do that. So I got a lot of personal satisfaction that day. The horses just continued.
Sapphire in the centre. Manikato just led with Rumpus Room under the whip running second, and then Caraman. He's got a good hold on this leader, then the judge. They're followed by Grey Sapphire, but at the 400 he let Manikato go. Willits had shot 2.5 in front of Caraman out after him now. Then the judge from Rumpus Room. It's still Manikato at the 200, a length to Caraman, pegging him back rapidly. Manikato just in front, Caraman coming at him from the judge. Willits using the whip on Manikato. He's going to hang on and win. And Manikato 1.5 lengths to Caraman. A length and a quarter third the judge.
The champ was back. He cut out the 1,200 metres in 19.6. Next he came out against all ages and won the Marlborough Cup at Caulfield.
And unfortunately I got suspended at Moonee Valley, and John Stocker got the ride, and I remember it was raining on the morning of that race, and I called in to, went up to the track with Bob, and we had a look at the Caulfield track, and the rain had just made the track faster, and it stopped raining, and he came out, and it was a very smart field, and I remember Johnny just sort of sat back in behind the pace. I think it was Lipman and Hartbaum, I think it was, led the field, and it was a beautiful ride. Hartbaum always had a tendency to lay a little bit, and Johnny just waited on him and got the split, and he just went right away. I think he won by 3 or 4 lengths.
From Crepolox, a length further back, then Galway Bay, then Vice Regal, and next Private Talk. On the turn, Hartbaum, a length and a half, Shannara. Manikato's hanging a length away, a length and a half, Lipman from Quiet Snort, Galway Bay, Crepolox, Vice Regal, the others can't win, headed by Carlaw. In the straight, Shannara a length in front now from Hartbaum. Manikato's getting the split to tackle it. Then Lipman, Quiet Snort, Galway Bay and Vice Regal, but Manikato dashed to the lead. 100 metres from home, and the champion 3-year-old racing away. Oh, it's a brilliant victory to Manikato. He's won by 4 lengths to Lipman. Shannara third from Galway Bay, Quiet Snort, Vice. Straight, Shannara a length in front now from Hartbaum. Manikato's getting the split to tackle it. Then Lipman, Quiet Snort, Galway Bay and Vice Regal, but Manikato dashed to the lead. 100 metres from home, and the champion 3-year-old racing away. Oh, it's a brilliant victory to Manikato. He's won by 4 lengths to Lipman. Shannara third from Galway Bay, Quiet Snort, Vice.
Into what is still probably the 3-year-old championship of Australia, the Caulfield Guineas.
Oh, Manikato made a dive at the front of the stalls, racing now, caught them pretty well.
It was a sensational race for 2 reasons. Manikato in the end won easily and clocked 136.6 for the 1,600 metres. But Willits and Gary Murphy on Caraman engaged in a battle of tactics that brought on an unsuccessful protest.
Then getting down by the 600, horse of Tommy Smith's came up, Mick Marion, we were just rocking one another. And on the corner, Manikato was going that easy. I just turned his head and gave him a kick, and that was the end of Caraman. But that was the end of me too.
Further back, Jubilee Walk, then Denburn, Comic Cobbler and Career is last. Down to the turn, 600 to go. Grey Sapphire just the leader. Caraman and Justice Steele around the outside from the judge. Manikato a length further back trying to get a run, and then 2 to How Fast and Howberg. On the turn, Grey Sapphire the leader. Caraman tackling him. Manikato trying to push Caraman out of the way there, knocking one another over. Manikato's got clear. Grey Sapphire in front. Manikato coming at him now from Caraman and then Justice Steele. Manikato got to the leader, 150 to go. He's clear of Caraman, and this great 3-year-old Manikato's coming away to win in a breeze. Manikato goes on to win by 2.5 lengths to Caraman. Third, Howberg from Grey Sapphire.
A few days later, Willits was charged with foul riding.
On the Wednesday, the races were on, and
In the autumn of 1979, the legend was born. The horse was devastating. He won the first of 5 consecutive William Reeds, the first of 3 consecutive CFOs, the first of 3 consecutive futurities.
He was just absolutely right at his very top. He ran in the Reed Stakes. I told his owner that day he was only about half fit, but he was fit enough to win the race, which he did do.
Away they go. Caught them as 1 horse out of the stalls too. Manikato didn't begin all that well. He's taking a while to muster speed, but now he's going quickly and is going to try and head them off. And Family of Man dropped out to the rear. Manikato led, settling down a length. The King of the Stars, a half Mellowbrook, Dallas Girl. They're a half Mellowbrook on the inside of Dallas Girl. 6 or 7 lengths away then Marceau. Wonder Family of Man and Salamander is last. Up by the 600 and the leader Manikato, a half King of the Stars, 2 to Dallas Girl, a half further back then came Mellowbrook. 4.5 lengths away now, Family of Man is being hard ridden from Marceau and Salamander. On the turn, 350 to go, and the leader is still Manikato, a half King of the Stars. 3 to Dallas Girl, 4 away, dropping right out of it, Mellabrook. Family of Man's running on, but he's too far back. And Manikato, given his head, dashed away as they turn for home, 200 to go. He's 2 lengths in front of King of the Stars, 3 lengths to Family of Man, Dallas Girl and Salamander. And Manikato's coming away to win it brilliantly. Scores by 3 lengths. Second, King of the Stars, a length away third, Family of Man, Salamander.
He then went to Sandown in the All Stakes, and I think that was probably the best I ever had the horse. He was running at Sandown, the perfect track for him, 1400 metres, his perfect distance, and he was as fit as I ever had him through his whole career. It was a star-studded field, included a horse from Brisbane who they thought was a certainty called Gypsy Kingdom. And Gypsy Kingdom chased him hard all the way, but just couldn't lay a candle to him. And I'm sure he broke Gypsy Kingdom's heart that day. And I honestly don't think that day there was a horse in the world could have laid a candle to him. He was perfect there.
Called on the inside of Lefroy, who's pulling hard from Lloyd Boy, Leonidas. Then a half to Double Century, 1 to Marceau, Salamander, and 3 to Think Big and Valadero. 8.50 out down the hill. There's no pace on for this class of horse, and the leader Manikato, a length and a half, Gypsy Kingdom. 1 to Family of Man, third on the fence from Sasha's Choice.
He pricked his ears and had a great old look around the corner, and I just sort of held on, and when we straightened up, I just rode him hands and heels, and he just straight away again.
Manikato with his ears pricked on the corner, 500 to go. 3/4 Gypsy Kingdom. 1 1/2 Family of Man, Sasha's Choice, Lloyd Boy, and then So Called. Into the straight, Willet's still got a big grip on Manikato. He's nearly a length to Gypsy Kingdom from Family of Man, Lloyd Boy, Sasha's Choice. So Called galloping over their heels, and Lefroy coming home well. Willets goes for home. Manikato charges away, and 200 to go. Manikato's racing away from Gypsy Kingdom and Lefroy, and Manikato's going to win in a breeze. Scores by 2 1/4 lengths to Gypsy Kingdom. Lefroy has run third. 4th place.
He went to Caulfield in the Futurity Stakes of 1800 metres. A lot of people thought he wouldn't run the journey. I remember we'd had a fair bit of rain on the morning of the race, and I was a bit concerned about that. But he won the Futurity very easily that day, and again beat a field of top horses.
The rails, Lloyd Boy, Leonidas 3 deep. Then about 2 lengths, Salamander, Think Big and Family of Man, the last 2. Going up the hill now to the 1400, and Manikato under double wraps, a length and a half. Lefroy 3/4, Stormy Rex and Leonidas deep. Think Big. Coming down to the 800 metre mark, and Manikato still under double wraps, 3/4 Leonidas. Lloyd Boy moving up 3 deep around Lefroy and Stormy Rex on the rails, a length and a half Salamander. Half a length to Family of Man, and Think Big's joined Family of Man now at the rear. Manikato led at the 600. He's gone away about a length and a quarter to Leonidas, a length and a half Stormy Rex, followed by Lefroy. Then Salamander getting up on the fence from Lloyd Boy. Family of Man giving them a big start, and Think Big. Willets kicked Manikato away at the 400. He's run nearly 3 lengths in front of Leonidas, Stormy Rex. Then Salamander, Lefroy dropping out from Family of Man, but Manikato led into the straight by 3 lengths to Stormy Rex. Then Leonidas, Salamander, Family of Man is at the head of the others, but Manikato's much too good for them with 150 to go. He's about 4 or 5 lengths in front of Stormy Rex and Salamander, and Manikato's going down to the line to win by 5 lengths. Stormy Rex second, Salamander third, Family of Man a very disappointing fourth.
Hoisted next did a brave thing. Manikato was, at this moment, perhaps the best sprinter miler in the world. Hoisted decided to see if he could stretch the horse's speed to 2,000 metres in the Australian Cup.
Racing. Manikato stopping, and Dulcify will beat them. Dulcify gets the split and gets up to beat Manikato. Third, Family of Man. Fourth, Stormy Rex.
Not a bad horse to be beaten by, Dulcify, who might have been anything. And but the next start, the George Ryder Stakes, was one of Manikato's greatest performances.
Anyway, he went out that day, and Gary had been booed the previous week. This week I told him to give the horse as easy a run as he could, because I had the Doncaster in the sights the following week. Anyway, he won by 8 lengths. Gary had got a little bit carried away with the crowd booing him, and he wanted to show them what a great horse he was, and he really did that day. He ran a course record.
Outside next, Always Welcome, and about a length further back then, Belmere, a lad from Joy to Manor were pulling at the head of the others then as March Legend with Romantic Dream and Lady Athenea. As they went to the first turn, and Manikato, using his speed, had taken over the lead by 2 lengths to Bernard. A length and a half away in third place. The judge racing very awkwardly today, getting up on the inside of him, back with Joy Eater. And then a length and a half further back, Manawapoi. Last into the straight will be March Legend, next to last Romantic Dream. With 400 to go, and Manikato the leader, about a half length or so to Bernard. A length and a half away in third place, Cripple Ox, followed by the Judge in nearer to the inside, and then Just a Boy. As they come to about the 200, and Manikato the leader has got away here from Bernard. Cripple Ox went into second place, but Manikato's off today. He's 3 lengths in front at the 200. We're going to see the real one today. I think he's well clear from Cripple Ox, with Always Welcome starting to run home pretty well out wide, but Manikato has blitzed them. Look at him go. Manikato's 6 lengths. Wins it in a walk. 6 lengths from Joy to second. Third, Always Welcome. Fourth is Belmura Lad. 400 to go, and Manikato the leader, about a half length or so to Bernard. A length and a half away in third place, Cripple Ox, followed by the Judge in nearer to the inside, and then Just a Boy. As they come to about the 200, and Manikato the leader has got away here from Bernard. Cripple Ox went into second place, but Manikato's off today. He's 3 lengths in front at the 200. We're going to see the real one today. I think he's well clear from Cripple Ox, with Always Welcome starting to run home pretty well out wide, but Manikato has blitzed them. Look at him go. Manikato's 6 lengths. Wins it in a walk. 6 lengths from Joy to second. Third, Always Welcome. Fourth is
Handicap conditions. Then to Queensland and the Rothmans 100,000. As in the Doncaster, the handicap conditions were against him.
He had to set a weight carrying record for the 3-year-old this day, and he travelled beautiful all the way, and he won the race well. I didn't pull a whip on him. He did the job good and got to the line good, and you know, that could possibly be one of his great wins.
Gentle James and Pacifica running on pretty well. Manikato now has dashed to the lead. Imposing's coming after him gamely. Manikato the leader, and Steel Blade's joining in. Manikato's in front of Steel Blade. Coming home gamely on the outside there was Casca. Manikato in front. They go to the line. Manikato or Casca wide out, and Sharmosa near the end.
Beautiful all the way.
A little over a month later, Manikato won the freeway at the Valley.
Manikato, 3 lengths Mr. Magic, followed a length away Scamander, Caraman, Hard-Ridden, Banco Regis, Private Talk, Caduceus, then Old Time Jazz. Now at the 400, and Manikato coasted up to Owen J. Star coming to the turn, put its head in front there, 6 lengths to Mr. Magic, Scamander, followed by Private Talk, but Manikato has drawn away, and as they are about to turn for home, he's gone 2 lengths to Owen J. Star, 6 lengths away Mr. Magic, Private Talk, Banco Regis, but Manikato clear. He's keeping him going. Owen J. Star's battling on second. Manikato getting weary again on the line, but he'll win. Scores by 3 parts of a length to Owen J. Star. He's a good colt too, 8 lengths away third, Private Talk. There followed further back Fear No Wind made up.
In the Marlborough Cup. He went to the paddock, a 4-year-old, a legend, the great chestnut with the pounding legs.
Proven right, and we were
3-year-old, a legend, the great chestnut with the pounding legs.
Jumped away well, except Tincture lost half a length at the start. Manikato quickly showing in front. Tincture driving up on the inside now to join him in the lead, and Willits will let it go to the front. 2 lengths to Sans Rival, a length and a half wide Tangaroo and Sarfraz, and 2 to Halberg. Going round the 700-metre corner, and Tincture in front. Manikato cantering at his girth. 2 lengths to Sans Rival, about 5 lengths wide Tangaroo, making a little ground. 3 to Halberg, and Sarfraz dropped out last. 5:50 to go, and Willits has allowed Manikato to go to the front under a tight hold. Half a length to Tincture, 2 lengths to Sans Rival, 5 or 6 lengths wide Tangaroo. He's doing nothing. Halberg starting to run on pretty well, the stablemate of the winner, and the winner is going to be Manikato with 300 to go on the corner. He coasted away about 3 lengths in front of Sans Rival. Tincture's gone. Halberg's running a very good first up race. He might even get up and run second, but Manikato went away 4 or 5 in front in the straight. He's going to bolt in from Sans Rival. Now Halberg accelerating. He'll run second all right. And in the run to the post, Manikato won by 5 lengths to Halberg, a length to Sans Rival third, length to Sans Rival third. Down the hill at the 800, and Manikato under a tight rein, a half length.
Again, he won the CF4.
1 1/2 high Perno running a big race from Star Air, Better Copy, 1 to Ming Dynasty, Father's Day. They've got out 3 lengths to White Tangaroo, a Worry Symbol a long way back looking for a run on the inside, followed by Pagal and Moon Hawk. Salamander last into the straight with the leader, Manikato, about a length in front here from King's Highway, and High Perno starting to drive up into second placing. Then Better Copy, Star Air, followed by Father's Day. Coming to the 200, and Manikato, a length and a half to 2 lengths to High Perno, is battling on strongly. Then Better Copy in third place, followed by Ming Dynasty, and now White Tangaroo are running on. But Manikato is going to be much too good, and he goes to the line to win by 2 1/2 lengths to High Perno, a great run. Third is Better Copy just in front of Ming Dynasty.
Again, paddock. We hadn't seen the half of it.
They've jumped away in a beautiful even line. Manikato's in front when they've gone 50 metres from Ico Consenting. Asian Bow being sent up now to take the favourite on in front. And Tolhurst has gone up third with Jukebox Junior. Asian Bow hard ridden, led over the hill. A length to Manikato, a half Jukebox Junior, 2 lengths to Tolhurst. 1.5.
Came Consenting, Princely, a gap to Ico and Rooney. Past the 800 at Asian Bow, 2 lengths to Manikato, 1 to Jukebox Junior, a length to Tolhurst, a half Gondolier. Then Princely, Better Copy, Consenting, hard ridden, 2 to Ico and Rooney. 600 out on Asian Bow, bowling along 2 lengths to in second placing Manikato, who's going very kindly today. Then a length and a half Jukebox Junior, he's hard at it. Tolhurst on its inside, then Gondolier, Consenting and Princely. As they made the turn, 400 out, Asian Bow in front, but Higgins easing Manikato up now. He's hard at work on Asian Bow, and Manikato, he's under double. Wraps the champ. He's cantering. Next Jukebox Junior, followed by Tolhurst, but there he goes. And there's a champion, Manikato. He's raced away now from Asian Bow. Jukebox Junior running a big race, and then Tolhurst and Consenting. But Manikato's gone to the line, 4 lengths in front of Asian Bow. Jukebox Junior third in front of Consenting and Tolhurst, then Rooney. Back behind it, gone, but Higgins easing Manikato up now. He's hard at work on Asian Bow, and Manikato, he's under double. Wraps the champ. He's cantering. Next Jukebox Junior, followed by Tolhurst, but there he goes. And there's a champion, Manikato. He's raced away now from Asian Bow. Jukebox Junior running a big race, and then Tolhurst and Consenting. But Manikato's gone to the line, 4 lengths in front of Asian Bow.
Race. Again he went to Sydney, and again he won the rider. This time going 121.6.
Well, it's kicked up and went to the lead on Manikato, and the champion is fair dinkum bolting, approaching the 800. It's Manikato in front by 3/4 to Steel Blade, running third on the outside, Silver Wraith, and then Legends. Sportscast behind those, out a bit deep as Ambassadora, then Aegeus Nikolaos, followed by Gypsy Kingdom, and 2.5 last, Middleton Sam at the 600. Coming around the sweeping turn for home, and Manikato held well together, led nicely from Steel Blade. Silver Wraith, the NZ, are making a line of 3. Now 2 lengths away, Sportscast under heavy pressure, turning the corner, followed by Gypsy Kingdom and Ambassadora. In the straight, 300 out, and Manikato led. Willis hasn't gone for him yet. Now he gives him a dig, and Manikato effortlessly bounded away. Manikato 3 lengths in front of Silver Wraith, Ambassadora. Middleton Sam out wide, running on well, but it's all Manikato. And by golly, it's an easy $62,000 as this powerhouse sprinter bolted in. Manikato by 2.5 lengths. Gypsy Kingdom flew to get second.
Then disaster. In the Galaxy on March 22, the Grand Horse suffered a bleeding attack, a bad one. After the race, it was also discovered he'd suffered a heart attack. The pundits said this was the end. The saga was over.
I was approached in Sydney just after the event with an offer to sell him to American interests because of their relaxed laws on this sort of thing, the bleeding over there. And Bob and I spent for his benefit, we'd keep him. And so I think we made the right decision.
A discovery was the turning point. It would never be the same again. The easy days, the days of the great athlete, were gone forever. Now it would get harder and harder. Now the doomsayers would be ever present, the pressure on Hoisted immense.
After that race, there was a terrible lot of pressure on me to retire the horse. All the
And this sort of pressure failed to daunt Hoisted or his great horse. The comeback in the 1981 William Reed run in blazing heat was sensational.
Ready, racing. And Mr. Independent was the first to get going over towards the outside, but Manikato quickly in front. Grey Sapphire and Prince Ruling now trying to go with him. Lawman was next, and they were followed just behind them by Turf Ruler, who's away well from Silver Wraith. Mr. Independent dropped a long way out of it now with Middleton Sam and Hyperno.
And I think it was about 110 degrees that day from memory.
And they're followed then on the outside, Lawman, Silver Wraith going around them. Then behind them, Hyperno, and further back, Middleton Sam, Mr. Independent at the 500. Manikato a half to Grey Sapphire, a half to Turf Ruler, still deep. 1.5, Prince Ruling, he can't go on with it, and then Silver Wraith and Hyperno. But Manikato led around the turn, nearly a length to Grey Sapphire. Turf Ruler's the danger. Manikato got a length in front, but Turf Ruler's coming at him quickly. Manikato a half in front, Turf Ruler gradually getting to him, but the champ's still in front. Turf Ruler trying hard to run him down, won't make it. Manikato, he's won it an extra Turf Ruler.
Then it was the oar again.
Lights on, racing. They've jumped away in a pretty good line. Manikato was about third away. Prince Ruling's going to lead them early with Manikato now on his outside from My Brown Jug, Super Spree. Then Turf Ruler, Silver Wraith, a couple of lengths further back. Then Ming Dynasty with Mr. Independent and High Perno's 6 lengths last. About to ease out and they've kicked away. Into the straight, Manikato a neck in front of My Brown Jug, the outside. Turf Ruler's got up to be third, 2 lengths away. Then Super Spree, Manikato just in front. He's hard at him. He's holding a lead of about a half length now. Turf Ruler's going to be the danger. Manikato's rider's getting desperate. He's gone for the whip at the 200, but he's holding the lead. In second place, My Brown Jug. Turf Ruler can't get to them. My Brown Jug's grabbing Manikato near the line. My Brown Jug, Manikato going stride for stride. They hit it and Manikato's done it. Manikato's...
And the futurity. Again.
Out with Manikato and Silver Bounty and Duckatoon going fast from Lascivia Old Breck. 3 lengths to Deck the Halls, Middleton Sam and Bohemian Grove. Manikato just in front of Duckatoon, who's holding the inside of the 1200, but now Manikato gets across, Lascivia second. Duckatoon on the rails third. On the corner and Manikato under a tight rein and neck to Lascivia. 2 lengths to Duckatoon and then a length further back Old Breck. Turf Ruler trying to get up on the fence and Deck the Halls whipping around them. In the straight, Manikato quickly kicked away from Lascivia and Duckatoon. Turf Ruler's got out, he's coming with a run, but Manikato's got well clear from Lascivia. Then Turf Ruler and Duckatoon. Manikato in front. It's holding a lead of a length. Turf Ruler coming at it strongly, but Manikato goes into the record book, and Manikato's won the race by about a length and a half.
Manikato had only 3 runs that preparation. He won them all. What motivation was endemic? The horse was forever on the edge of this disaster or that disaster. The next campaign began with an open 1,000-metre handicap at Sandown. Manikato was carrying 63.5 kilos and Roy Higgins was on board.
You know, in the straight when I did ask him for that effort, even though it was nowhere near a comparison to the Futurity Stakes effort, it was still there, that massive heart of his just got enormous will to win.
Now Manikato, Higgins drives him through in the centre to join them once again, and the champ's taken a narrow lead on the corner from Albania, King of the Stars out wide, and then followed behind them Sleeping Giant. By now's got a run on the fence in the straight, and Manikato just the leader. He's nursing him at the moment from Albania, followed by King of the Stars, by now Sleeping Giant. Now Higgins asked Manikato to go. He quickly drew away. They're running on fairly, King of the Stars, but Manikato showing his class, and he's going to win it easily. Manikato scores by 2.5 lengths to King of the Stars.
Eluded him, but not the race every owner wanted to win. The Queen Elizabeth Cup in the presence of Her Majesty at Caulfield.
There you go.
Roy Higgins rode.
We had 2 great weight for age horses racing against us that particular day in Sovereign Red and Lorman. And 800 metres from home, Sovereign Red took Manikato on. He made us work extremely hard from the 800 metres right till into the straight. And then we left a sitting duck for Lorman, who sat back behind us. And he appeared strongly in the last 100 metres. Once again, that great fighting heart was there. Right on the line, even though most people said that Manikato would have been beaten in another bound, I'm quite sure, or I'm positive in my own mind, that in those last 20 or 30 metres of that race, we were holding Lorman. And I'll never forget the presentation. In the presentation speech, I thanked Bob Boyster for having the great Manikato fit for a queen, and that truly was on that day. It was one of the real highlights of my career, and to be associated with the great Manikato on that day will be a day I'll always remember.
To My Axeman on the outside, making ground 2 lengths away, then to Silver Bounty. Next is Glenson and further back to Lorman. On the turn, Sovereign Red moving up to tackle Manikato. Looks to be travelling kindly at the moment though. Manikato led by 3/4 to Sovereign Red. Gorham goes for the whip on Sovereign Red. They're 2 lengths in front of Silver Bounty. Lorman starting to run home strongly. At the 200, it's Manikato in front of Sovereign Red. Lorman down the outside, running home quickly. Manikato in front. Lorman and Sovereign Red getting good on the outside. Manikato still in front. Lorman trying hard on the outside, but it's Manikato. Manikato by a neck to Lorman.
Manikato's next race, the Churnside Stakes at Sandown, was to be another turning point. Now the leg trouble began, in the same place it had begun for Kingston Town, in the suspensory ligaments.
And from on, we had considerable trouble with his legs, and quite a few vets looked at him at different times and said I was wasting my time. But with the help of my own vet, at that time, Mr. Jack Sewell. We kept the horse going. I found from experience...
Manikato's greatest public acclaim was still ahead of him. But from now, Manikato's heart would be great. From now, he would be doing it on courage.
Into a race, fit enough to win, but not overworked so there's any soreness, or not too much soreness in his legs. And you couldn't do it really with a normal horse because you're striking too fine a balance. But Cato, where I've missed out a little bit, he's made up for that with his...
testimony to his heart. That horsemanship and a lot of ice brought Manikato back for the William Reed again in 1982.
Racing. Jumped away pretty well. Manikato in front of Watney when they settled with Atlantic Flyer. Full on Aces. Silver Bounty is second last and Copper Rocket last. Manikato under double wraps led at the 1,000, joined by Atlantic Flyer and Yurtiz. 1 length further back there on the inside, ahead to Yurtiz. 1.5 Atlantic Flyer, 1 to Watney. A neck full on Aces, 1 to Silver Bounty and 3 to Copper Rocket with 600 to go. Manikato striding out nicely, about a neck to Yurtiz. 1 to Watney has gone up very quickly, not a lot of pace on. Then Atlantic Flyer, 1 to Silver Bounty, who's very close to the leaders here. 1.5 full on Aces and Copper Rocket with 400 to go. Manikato ahead to Yurtiz and Watney out 3 deep. 1.5 further back, Silver Bounty, and then Atlantic Flyer under great pressure, and the 3-year-olds aren't in it. On the corner, Manikato held together about a head to Watney 3 deep. Yurtiz weakening a little in the centre, and then Silver Bounty. Go for home, Gary. It's into the straight. Manikato a half length to Watney, followed by Yurtiz, and then Silver Bounty. Manikato drew a half length, 3/4 in front. He's got it, 1-4 in a row. The old man's back. Manikato goes on the win by 2 lengths. Yurtiz might have got second, a nose in front of Watney, ahead to Silver Bounty.
Galleon stopped him winning his 4th consecutive futurity.
Ahead by Watney Yurtiz.
Took his revenge on Opera Prince in the Canterbury Stakes. The horse that had bled, the horse with bad legs, blazed over the 1,200 metres in 1:09.5.
For home in the Canterbury Stakes, You Bet I Do, the leader from Manikato. Opera Prince pulled to the outsiders, making ground in a hurry, followed by Swift Gun, and then Calm Joe coming to the 200 though. Manikato again tackling You Bet I Do. Opera Prince can't race them. The champ Manikato got the better of You Bet I Do. Manikato starting to sprint away. Opera Prince trying courageously, but the champ for the money. He's too good, Manikato. The powerhouse sprinter wins again. Opera Prince.
And hot up preparation of his career to take the freeway in 1982 as a 7-year-old. And the crowd roared for him, loved him.
Stand well in their racing. Count Ajax on the inside, bounded well with Tom and Star away quickly. Manikato towards the centre. Quabo got out smartly towards the inside. Segovian Rhythm just behind them with Buljetta. Soldier of Fortune a bit further back in the field on the inside. Cobra in company further away in the field by Fearless Brider. Count Ajax, a length to Soldier of Fortune. There followed closely by Spectrum. Binbinger Lawman commencing a move, and so is Silver Bounty in the well-packed upper. Coming up with about 450 metres left to go, and Manikato and Segovian Rhythm together. About a length to Buljetta on the inside of Bold Prospect as they round the home turn. Quabo followed by Cobra further back as Count Ajax. A gap to Lawman starting to run on. Segovian Rhythm on the outside, and Manikato as they straighten up with 200 metres left to go. Segovian Rhythm's got his head in front of Manikato, who's fighting on well now. It's Manikato on the inside, Segovian Rhythm. Manikato and Segovian Rhythm. Quabo is joining him with a good run. Manikato just in front. Quabo flashing home out wide. Manikato just the leader. Manikato's just beaten Quabo, and tight for third. Lawman flew home.
Next he won the Memsey at Caulfield.
Manikato has taken the lead at the top of the straight, tackled by Galleon. Quabo is still there. Lawman is down the outside, and they're followed by Binbinger. Manikato on the inside, tackled by Galleon at the 200-metre mark. Lawman is under the whip, and then came Quabo. But it's Manikato in front with 100 metres left to go. He's holding Galleon. Lawman running in at third place at Quabo, but it's Manikato. Manikato will win the Memsey. Manikato a half length to Galleon. 2 lengths away, thoughts Lawman.
He did step out, for this was the day of days. An exquisite piece of racing history coming just 40 minutes after Kingston Town had won his 3rd Cox Plate. Those of us at the Valley that day knew we had been blessed.
Racing. They've jumped away pretty well.
You know, we discussed the race, and I said to Bob, look, if I can just sit off them and give it to him easy so he can come into it. And it worked beautifully. The pace was a cracker, and I just sat off them, and I knew actually coming up with a 600, well, this is it. You know, I thought he's going to get it, and I straightened up, and I remember looking over my shoulder, and Roy was looking for a run on Razor Sharp, and I thought, well, there's not going to be one there. And when I sort of put the pressure on him, he had this tendency to get in, and I thought I'd just get to the line.
After Manikato, Razor Sharp sitting in on the fence, and then Rani's Palace, followed by Rotary and Atchar and War Chest and Avatar. On the turn now, and Ranch is just the leader. Addington sticking with him, a half-length Manikato. Razor Sharp looking for the run, and then came Avatar. Ranch is under pressure. Manikato's got him. Manikato's going to get the million. I think he took the lead from Rancher. Razor Sharp running on well from Avatar, but Manikato's cracked the million. He's 1.5 lengths. Razor Sharp looking for the run, and then came Avatar. Ranch is under pressure. Manikato's got him. Manikato's going to get the million. I think he took the lead from Rancher. Razor Sharp running on well from Avatar, but Manikato's cracked the million. He's 1.5 lengths to Razor Sharp.
We had savoured the magic moment. So it all...
They're 2 in a million, aren't they? Heart thumpers. Together on that day, here at the Valley, and within 40 minutes of each other, they combined to bring about one of Australian racing's masterpieces. Kingston Town won his 3rd consecutive Cox Plate. Manikato, a sprinter mind you, passed the $1 million mark in stakes. The whiff of immortality was in the air that day. People cried unashamedly. Hard-nosed punters temporarily forgot the lure of the ring to just stand here and let sentiment run out. And why not? It was one of the undying moments of the turf. If you couldn't feel it, if it couldn't move you, there was something other than blood in your veins. Yet, if you think about it, the formula is stunningly simple. Great horses make great racing. They always have, and they always will. And lucky.
Now came the 9th and last preparation. What did Manikato do? He won the William Reid for the 5th time.
Can he do it, the champ? They're set. Racing. Perfect breakaway to Quebeau on the outside, and Manikato burst into stride now from Torbeck. And Ideal Planet has begun brilliantly, quickly spearing up to 3rd when they settle down, and further back then Demas followed by Avatar Maya. 50 to go, and Manikato is doing it well on the inside. A neck in front of Quebeau, a length further back in the field, then coming around the outside Demas. Ideal Planet waiting for a run off the fence, followed by Torbeck. Silver Bounty starting a run from Avatar Maya Vita, and 2 lengths last of all Moronti. At the 400-metre mark, and Willis is about to ask the champion to go. Manikato about a neck in front of Quebeau, a length and a half further back Ideal Planet. Demas on the outside, followed further back by Torbeck. On the turn, and the champ is asked to go again now. Manikato about a half length in front of Quebeau. Ideal Planet trying to get out. It's Manikato in front, 150 from home. Quebeau trying to get to him, and Torbeck down the outside, but he's going to do it, I think. The man is hanging on Manikato. Torbeck lunging down the outside, but he's got home. Manikato, he's done it again. He's won it by a head to Torbeck.
Next, it was a second.
By a head to Torbeck.
Next, it was a second.
Punters stuck solidly to the giant gelding this year in his bid for a record 4 Futurity Stakes.
Racing. Caught them in a beautiful line, and Avatar's the early leader. Pure of Heart and Rom Stiletto away well. Manikato and Torbeck moving up on the outside, and Moronti dropped out to the 100. It's Manikato. Half a length to Torbeck. They must be going slowly because Moronti's come from last to join Manikato. Torbeck now a length and a half away, and a half Rom Stiletto from Avatar. 1 to Show Moran. Pure of Heart lost its place. 3 to Crown Man. Manikato the rails in front of the 500 and next to Moronti. 1 to Rom Stiletto going well, and Torbeck outside it. Here's Avatar coming 3 deep. Pure of Heart looking for the run from Show Moran. But it's Manikato leading into the straight. He kicked the length clear. Torbeck pulled to the outside. Rom Stiletto trying to get through. Pure of Heart badly blocked. Manikato, Willits went for home. He's got 2 in front. Torbeck out after him from Avatar. Pure of Heart's got nowhere to go. Can his old legs keep him going? Manikato a length in front. He's going to win it. Manikato wins the Futurity, nearly a length to Avatar. Torbeck 3rd, 4th.
The champ went to Sydney for another...
They're followed by Rom Stiletto.
Everybody loves a champion, and Manikato has been a champion since 1978 when he won the Blue Diamond and Golden Slipper Stakes. March 5.
In all, Manikato won 29 races over 6 seasons. He was only 5 times unplaced in 47 starts. He collected $1.1 million in stakes. He set winning sequences in certain races which I think I can safely predict will never be equal. But 3 gods in the pantheon of the Australian turf are Carbine, Farlap and Tulloch. Manikato isn't quite up there with them. But he achieved one thing they didn't. He was a champion for 6 consecutive seasons. And if that's a testimony to his heart, his pounding will to win, and of course it is, it's also testimony to the horsemanship of R. Hoisted. The 3 gods in the pantheon of the Australian turf are Carbine, Farlap and Tulloch. Manikato isn't quite up there with them. But he achieved one thing they didn't. He was a champion for 6 consecutive seasons. And if that's a testimony to his heart, his pounding will to win, and of course it is, it's also testimony to the horsemanship of R. Hoisted.